When your alarm goes off and you're just there like this. Are you seriously going to cry just because you're stressed? Me. Lego Disney Lion King. Me sitting doing nothing because I have too many things to do. Babe, are you okay? It's already Q4 and you have barely touched your 2025 roadmap. Me, trying to type you look gorgeous. Lay autocorrect. You look Gordon Ramsay. Me. You know what really grinds my gears? The universe. I hate it so much for everything it did to me. Sorry for my poor language. Pardon me for my poor choice of words. If I make a mistake in English, please don't correct me. I have no respect for this language. AI is coming for your jobs. I would like to see AI take a 30-minute bite after clocking in. Stop giving me your hardest battles. Holy crap man, I'm sorry, I had no idea it would be this bad. When your dark humor accidentally slips in front of new people, that wasn't me. I rent a house to this guy named Dusty. He's always getting himself into wild situations. This one takes the cake. Hey Mike, we got a problem. The front door to the house is knocked clear off the hinges. Really? What happened? It was an emergency, but only like 40% my fault. 40%. Yep. Locked myself out by accident and really had to use the bathroom. Had to kick it down. Are you serious? I understand, but you're going to have to pay to have it fixed. I understand. Did you at least make it in time to use the bathroom? Negative. I shit my pants when I kicked the door in. When I'm dining in Birmingham, UK and the waiter asks me how I'm enjoying my fat and peas. Is this legal? Speed limit 3 pi. When I get a targeted ad on my phone for something I was just talking about. Looters loot. Shall we go out? Will your girlfriend be okay with that? I don't have a girlfriend. Who is that woman in your photos then? My wife. But we are just friends. Nothing worse than waking up on a Sunday morning and having to clean up the carnage left behind after another wild Saturday night. Girls, I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Boys, think of me once in a while. Take care. Ubisoft coming to the conclusion to chill off Desmond Mill so they can make more Assassin's Creed games. Every single one of them. I love my whole family. Listening to music in a language you don't understand. When anyone asks my favorite weather, this, I crave this. Gasp. Oh no, a black cat. Gasp. Oh no, an ugly bee. Female protagonist, not written like a girl boss or naive or arrogant or quippy, very polite, amicable and princess-like, extremely racy and homp, helps those in need and protects the weaker. Explain to me why Hornet isn't the perfect female MC. YouTube's IT department the moment their platform went down. Ashi, how we going to fix this? How it feels to trying to convince everyone that you know your dad is Santa Claus ever since you are a kid. I got to me to guarantee a child-free life. My face when I return home and they are still there. Me trying to ignore the cold after my mom told me to bring a jacket and I didn't. Me trying to sleep, thinking about that stupid shit I said to the teacher in 3rd grade. New virus starts in China with possible pandemic in the future. People start making memes instead of being afraid. HMPV. When you joke that you're G to the girl you used to flirt with online but now your homie is getting a little too touchy. Nobody. 7-year-old me trying to catch raindrops on my tongue. Every time I'm trying to study. Check me, check me. $110,000. This might be worth my future children getting the worst education possible. When the food blogger says the food is so good, of course they seem to like it. They are paid to seem to like it. My 103-year-old grandfather has gone missing from his independent living facility that doesn't let people out cause COVID. I'm the only one he'll answer the phone for, so I call him. He's at the casino playing blackjack. He bribed some random new aide to take him there. Go pop. WhatsApp, dark mode. Instagram, dark mode. Facebook, dark mode. Twitter, dark mode. Life, dark mode Ultra Pro Max. Me 5 minutes after having the craziest emotional outburst anyone has ever seen. Guys, it's okay. See an interesting post to which you know you can make an informative and helpful contribution. 2,309 comments. A 10-year-old me, the unintended cause of my friend being in trouble for springing an unexpected dinner guest on their parents. 2025 is going to be my year, me in October. I have a photography memory. I'll remember this in the exam. What I remember in the exam. Sitting on the edge of the bed after some nasty AX and wondering if you still getting into heaven. This is what happens when you don't vote. Taco Bell, voted best Mexican restaurant 2018. Me looking in the mirror after the doctor called me morbidly obese. Sharks biting 57 people a year. New Yorkers biting 6,700 people a year. When the waiter asks if I want a box for my leftovers, you effing want one. My iPhone 13 battery bulged when I was trying to order 17. Oh, you're leaving me, I'm pregnant. Point of view, you showed up to a one-on-one fight by yourself. What is the charge? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal. Teacher, 5 students failed an English exam. Us from backbench. Unpossible. Dispossible. Anti-possible. False. Don't possible. Finally get to use the gate opener I made 7 years ago. There's a reffing owl outside. Owl. Owl. How. Owl. How the F do you spell it? Hoot hoot. There's a hooter outside my window. Me wanting to feel loved. My cat who was peacefully sleeping and now has to deal with my bullshit. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. My family watching a movie. Me explaining where we have seen each actor before. When she tells you she has a man but she still wants to hit you up from time to time to come through and clean her pipes. I'm gonna reffing lie. Disease. Symptoms. Tummy hurts a bit too much for a bit too long. Mild special interest. Me. I'm sorry but you can't always be experiencing a higher volume of calls than average. That's not how averages work. Can we talk about the withdrawals that come with no longer speaking to a person you spoke to every single day? My mom telling me to get a new haircut. Me. Emergency responders when there's yet another case of someone shoving something up their A. When I have to remain professional in the meeting but they are ruining everything. I'm sorry I sound calm, I assure you I'm hysterical. When the bully who used to beat you is dating your sister so you F his girlfriend as a revenge. I'm changing my password to pen. I don't think it's long enough. The year is 1307. You just spent your entire gold stash on the finest medieval drip and now everyone at the castle feast is jealous. Never sending the first message, ignoring the received message for 3 days, replying in the shortest possible way, complaining about not being understood by people. We regret to inform you that your application, expectation, reality. When you fall asleep on the sofa and wake up in bed but you live alone. When he walks by looking exy as F. How is this made? Well, we just laminate sheets of paper with all of the food choices. Scientist, tomato is fruit. Farmer, tomato is vegetable. Me, tomato is tomato. Been going out to eat by myself a lot lately and the maitre d's eyes light up when you say just one. They are about to stick you in a place you didn't even know was a part of the restaurant. The skull. How aliens would reconstruct the animal. The animal. Grandma fell down the stairs. Why did you take a photo? When your friends ask how your ex life is going. I read that if you don't have ex for a year you can be revised. Wow, I have way too much money. Damn it, what am I gonna do with all this money? It's literally falling out of my pockets. Won't somebody please take some of this money? Xbox. So anyway, that's how I imagine our target audience. White people love that stick. This is the only form of segregation we have left. Me. Will I find a wife? Fortune teller. No. Me. You didn't do the thing with the cards. Fortune teller. Flips one card, maintains eye contact. No. Girls hit puberty. My life is awful. Guys hit puberty. Vampires don't live in castles. Count Dracula lived in a castle because he was a count, not because he was a vampire. This feels like a sensitivity training for how to not commit microaggressions against vampires in your workplace. When you're about to hit the town and are feeling extra flamboyant. Me designing my Minecraft skin knowing very well I only play single player. Superman reversing time to save Lois Lane with no consequences. Flash reversing time to save his mom and causing the worst timeline ever. MF after calling movies pictures. When you hear a short person say when I was little. Be told women have been kept out of literature for centuries, have to use initials or publish anonymously to be taken seriously. Modern day, they finally dominate the book scene. 8 out of 10 bestsellers are women. It's all to fee. Thinking about being in the Matrix in 1999. Thinking about being in the Matrix in 2025. I'm a millennial, so my retirement plan is societal collapse. Prank in 1998. Rapper in 2025. The world right now, me still doing my silly little crafts to stay sane. The woke left, without saying goodbye. 39-year-old me calling my mom to let her know I landed safely. Plato and Aristotle with invisible basketballs. $600 vet visit for to find out the cat is obese and has anxiety. Lifting 60 kg. Calm. Talking to 60 kg. Panic. Them. Your cat is not your baby. Me. Man. Babe, can you get up? It's getting a little hard to breathe. His wife after remembering all the fat jokes he made at her expense. No, I don't think I will. Friday the 13th used to mean something. Now every day is awful. The kids are sleeping. Time to watch some TV. 1 second later. When someone tells me to open up more, me. People will go to a library or cafe with their laptop, textbooks, calculators, notebooks, pencils and pens spread all over the table, only to sit there looking like this the entirety of the time. F dragons. F dragons. Stupid AI voice fake info videos. Any video platform. Speaking of accents, a few months into dating my Scottish boyfriend, I was trying to figure out what his voice reminded me of. Something so beautiful and familiar that had accompanied me since childhood. It turns out it was Shrek. Your crush. Officially single. You. Hey. Every woman has 2 fantasies. I'm strong and brave and will put on a fight. Be it for myself, for my country or my loved ones. OMG, I'm in distress, I need a hero to fight the rising odds and save me. Bro, it's 3 AM. Let's cry. Nah, Thursday sounds good, gang. Tomorrow, November 27th. $53,346.29 delivery. Thursday, November 28th. Free delivery. Be mine. Is that the guy from A? You are completely out of your mind. I think you mean Jack A, and even then you're still wrong. You performed exceptionally well on the mission wise. Onisan would like to examine you. Back in my place. You're so out of your league, I'm like super popular on social media. Isn't that like being rich in Monopoly? Apple users when a new product is released. When you wasted your whole 2020s being nostalgic about 2010s, and now you'll spend 2030s thinking what you could have achieved. Me. You go first. Huh. Are you sure? Me. Yes, no problem, I'm not in a rush. Met a bunch of guys from Harvard yesterday and I kept pretending like I never heard of that school just to pie them off. One of them legit turned red when I said, Harvard, is that like a local community college? Rate our pumpkin. I don't think you need AI to cut 4 squares into a pumpkin.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.